Hello. I'm just hooking my thing in. Sorry about that. I have problems getting it in, and I'm sorry. I always do. My hands are weak. Okay. Oh, sorry. Now, I'm going to turn it this way and see. I'm trying whole bunch of new little things. Anyway, here is the offending thing. Okay? All right, I'm going to try it this way. Will that work? All right. I have it in this sketchbook. This is my graphic abstract sketchbook. And I love all the pieces in here, okay? So far, I mean, I'm just starting this one here, okay? I can't even show you this. I've already started it last night, and it's already looking better. I still don't like it very much. I picked all the wrong colors. The design was horrid. I have no idea what I was doing. I don't know. I have no, all I know is every time I opened the book, it ticked me off, it upset me, and it ruined all my other pictures. And I just got sick of looking at it. So last night, and I was already tired, I just started coloring on it. Because I got a phone call and I thought, what the heck, in the meantime, all right. How's that look? Can you see it? In the meantime, all right. How's that look? Can you see it? In the meantime. That looks better. All right. How's that look? Can you see it? In the meantime. That looks better. And hey, Pedro, how you doing? Welcome. I'm just trying to make sure you can see everything. I may have to work this way. I'm just trying to make sure you can see everything. I may have to work this. There, got to turn the sound down. Okay. And then this stupid rubber band is in my way, too. So I'm going to finish it today. I've already started putting in the details, but I may be changing colors, okay? These just don't make me happy. Not much. I mean, they make me happier than the ones before. I have no idea what I was doing, honestly. Honestly. If you don't stop that light, that's it. I'm switching you out for the one in the bedroom. I have had you up to my neck. Okay? There is something going on with this. It's got a short in it or something. And it's hot, too. There. That's better. I don't know how long that's going to last, but it is better. All right. Now, let me move everything over here a little bit. Well, I have my big one, which is the one with a light. But I was trying to get closer so everybody could see the work a little better. And this isn't perfect, but it's better. Cool. Anyway, here I go. I don't... I put this in yesterday. There's something about this color that is really bringing me down, okay? These colors are very dull and very drab. Okay, all right, let me try something here. I don't think this is gonna work, but no, I was afraid I wasn't gonna like that. No, I don't. It's too light and streaky. I can put several coats on it, but I don't like it. But let me get it dark and see if I like it better than the... Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. It's not the dark that bothers me. It's that blue. It's dead as a doornail. But black isn't. And I use black on all my pieces anyway. Now this may give it the dark, the level of dark. This will set it. Black always does. And that's why when you add black in a graphic drawing, and I don't use black when I paint watercolors. How you folks doing? Because black tends to, I don't know, it sort of sucks all the vibrancy out of everything around it. You know, black is the absence of all color. And light, okay? It sucks it all away. You know, it makes me think of a black hole, just sucking everything towards it. And so, when you use it, a pure black and watercolor, it for me, nah, doesn't work. Now, with graphic work like this, that's a different story. Black, not always, and that's the other thing. There's no black, look at these. I use a black outline and I use a black and white accents. And that's what makes these, well, it's part of what makes them graphic. They're also geometric, okay, and somewhat flat. It's not painterly at all, okay? Okay. I'm not painterly. I can. It bores me, to be honest with you. I can do a landscape. They aren't inspired because I'm not. I love abstracts. I love color. I love form. And this is where I'm happiest. Okay? This is already popping this right here. Now, I'm glad I thought of that because the dark wasn't bothering me. But that blue, oh dear Lord. Yeah, it was bugging me. And I also don't like this peach. Now here's the thing. Before I finish this black, and that reminds me, I want to get a strip of paper under here to protect. Yeah. There we go. This is cheap watercolor paper. And I've already drawn on the back of it, but that's good. Because if I go over the edge, I don't want to go onto the other pages. Oh, that reminds me. I ordered 6 of my own coloring books. Some years ago, I published several coloring books, 3 of which I really like. One was a joke, okay? And one was a mandala one because they were really popular, and I didn't particularly like it. Although it's fun to color. But I have a not quite sweary, but seriously snarky sort of adult coloring book. Okay, I can't get that over there. And, see it? And then I'm going to start with that one. Oops, sorry about that. And then this is my Through the Eyes of an Artist coloring book. Okay, I'd show you the pages, but there's no room here. You can go to popartdiva.com and look at books under my navigation, and it'll show you all these. I think my cocktail books are there too. And then I have this cocktail book, this cocktail coloring book, which is Color Your Cocktails. Okay, which is cocktail recipes and coloring book all in one. And a lot of these are recipes I developed, etc. Blah, 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 martinidiva.com. I'm going to, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I think it may be the day after. But I'm going to, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, get one of my pages and color it right in the book, just along with everybody. And I'll give everybody warning ahead of time. And if they want to get the books, they can. And I may provide a place they can download some smaller editions of the pages. But by the time you print them, you know, when you print a page, it costs you $1, and I don't care whether it's black and white or color. Color costs more, but, you know, whoops, I always do that. These are double-headed, and I always pull it off the other end which reminds me, I didn't finish this. Ooh, this is dead as a doornail. That's interesting. I never use it. I just basically use the brush point because it's pretty sharp as well. Oh, there's more here. Here. I'm going to keep painting this over. Those little guys are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and disappear. This may not be a bad idea. That bright red on the corner shirt, it just pulls your eye over. I may color those over too and make them not quite as vibrant so that the focus is not there but more around here somewhere. I always kind of try to figure out where my focus point is. Anyway, what's 2 plus 2? Oh, gee. I don't know. If you don't know by now, you're in trouble. Okay, get in there. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what else is bugging me, and I think, well, I know this is, and I think that blue is, and this is not making me happy. It is not. It doesn't have enough vibrancy. But I have that. I love chartreuse. This is one of my favorite colors. This should add some vibrancy to that. That was just a little desaturated for me. I think I did that in colored pencil, watercolor pencils. That's right, I did. And right now, I'm just using the acrylic paint markers, okay? Because I'm going to cover up, and although they did cover that up, here, they did cover, I can't remember what color that was now. I don't even think I took a picture of it. I hated it. I hated that thing. Okay, that's a little brighter. And, you know, honestly, I think we could pop it just a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that helps. There we go. This is kind of negating whatever the brown or the purple that went into the green that desaturated it a little bit. This is working good. Yep. More of my colors. Yeah, no, don't like dull colors. Hey, Fortnite. Say hi to you as well. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off because they're getting in my way. Now, let's try. I don't have a couple of these pen sets that I've got here are brand new, and I do not have a swatch chart yet. And so I'm not really sure what the colors are. No, definitely not that. I've got enough of that. I want kind of a, man, that's too pastel. That's too pastel. Maybe later, but not now. Oh, hey. Here we go. This could do it. This is a neon gel pen. This is a color changing. It's not metallic. I think they're calling this a, not a confetti, glitter pen. But maybe they call it metallic. I can't remember. All I know is, oh, there we go. There we go. Woo-hoo. Ah, that's what I want. Not in any of the little ones, but the ones that are bigger, yeah. That's going to pop some color in here. These metallics definitely will. Hey, well, maybe I can get it in the little ones. I'm very, very careful. And that'll cover up that little error right there in that corner. Now, that popped that up too. So this might be a bad idea at all. I am still missing my red pen from there. Those are brand new, and I have a red pen missing, and I am upset. Okay, now, I am checking my the chat to see if anybody has any questions. I'm not real consistent about it. Well, that's okay. I'm going to leave this loose. I may go over this white again. This is my Dr. Martin's ink, which is probably the most opaque, and it's still not covering some of this stuff. But there's only 2 coats on here. I want to do something here. And again, dull, 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 dull. Oh, wait, got it. Hold on. This may be too dark. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is too dark. Let's take a look. Yeah, too dark. What I want, and the purple's definitely going to be, let me see if maybe this is lighter. Now, this is not as cool as that. There's not as much glitter in this. It doesn't have the glitter cover, but let's try it. Okay, well, it's mixing with that other color now. And maybe it's too dark. Let me see. No, it's too dark. It is too dark. Let me try it over this one. Now, it works here because it's lighter. I'm going to have to go over this with something light. Now, ooh, that pink I had before might actually be the answer for that. Maybe? No. And this is too wide. My hands are too shaky for it today. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. Nope, that's not working for me. All right. I do like this in here a lot. That, again, was where I used some of those colored pencils. And I know you may not be able to see as well here, but I'm old and I have to turn this around to suit my ailing joints and bones. I used to be able to, oh God, that actually just hurt. Be able to do things like that. Not anymore. And I will come back, I think, with some dots. There were blue dots here, and I liked that design element, but I didn't like the color. I don't know why all these colors that I had chosen, they were dull and just not my colors. This is already beginning to look even better than it did yesterday. And if you'd seen it before, it wasn't finished either. I hated it so much it didn't occur to me, I don't know why, to just repaint it. You know, I don't know why. I don't often do that. I don't want to say I usually don't have to, but I don't. I can count on one hand the number of art disasters I've had. One of the reasons I didn't go into ceramics. Oh, God, I watched, oh, my God, it made me sick. We were in a juried show, a big one, back east, and this guy brought in this incredible, I don't want to call it pottery. I mean, this was art. This was sculpture. It was just exquisite. And it was like this little castle of, how do I explain? Like little castle of people. Okay? I mean, oh God, it was incredible. It was made out of, it was like a little building made out of people. And the thing was about 4 feet tall. It was huge. I do not know how, even with a helper, with a friend, they were moving it. It must have weighed. And he dropped it. They dropped it, and it just, God, that made me sick. It made me just hurt for him so bad. Oh, well, that's interesting, though. It's too dark, though. I love these dark purples and stuff, but sometimes they're too dark. That's gonna, I've got a white, I do so wish, wait. I do so wish I had I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Let me see. No, I do not. That's this color here anyway. I'm just not, oh my God, I have an idea. Okay, wait. I think this might be that color. Let me see. No. I'm gonna make that black. That's okay. All right. Okay, you go back. Uh-oh. Here? No. Yeah, because, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm going to, here's the lavender. Here's a pink, right? It's still a little light. I don't like that light pink. Let me try this one. It's kind of peachy, but that's okay. It's kind of red. Right here. I'm going to do that in rainbow. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him back. Okay. I have pink. I have yellow. Pink. I need an orange. I don't know about this one here, but yellow, orange. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say 9. Okay. Yellow, orange, pink. I'd like a fuchsia difference between those two, but I don't think I've got it. I've got a lavender. I want a blue. Let's use, this may be too dark. Oh yeah, it is. Hold on a second. Let me look at this. This might do it. There's a blue. Pardon me, but then there's always turquoise too, you know what I mean? Don't you know what I mean? I think that might be enough. Turquoise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And green. And I don't know. And yellow green. Let's see if this is enough here. Okay, that gives me a whole pastel rainbow there. So I'm going to move them over here, and that, of course, oh, it didn't. Yay for me. All right, so I'm going to start with the yellow. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Ooh, I have a feeling it's not going to go over these well. Well, maybe. I might have to do a double layer. Let me just do this whiter. I'm just going to cover the whole thing. And restripe it. Yellow. orange. Orangey. Very close to that color right there. These are incredibly opaque. I want the whole set of these. And these are those Langquos or whatever. I've never seen opacity on these pens quite like this. You know? I mean, when it dries, it may not be... They do dry a little more transparent. I know that sounds funny, but they do. Okay? There. I don't really have a red, but I do have one here. Ah! Okay, so I'm going to mix him in there. Boy, he's going to... Oh, no, I can't. He's not opaque enough. Shoot. All right, well, was a thought. All right, I have to go back. I have a very red over here. Or I used to. There he is. Actually, this is not. This is that magenta. I'd like to know what happened to my pure red on this. My reds are disappearing. It's weird. I don't think this is opaque enough. I don't think this brand is opaque enough. No. Ooh, and he is drying out. I've got to fix him. I don't have a red there. I want a red. Well, I'm just going to go to the fuchsia. Oh, dear. Nope. Oops. Okay, 804. 803, 804. No. Oh, good grief. That's fluorescent. I hate it. Sorry. Okay, so. I really need to swatch these. Let me use this one. No, it's too... You know what? I don't care. It's close to those, but... Oh, sorry. Do this again here. I love pens when they're new. They're so... Everybody's using the word juicy, which is appropriate. They are juicy. Still cracks me up, though. That's pretty red, but it's not... I've got another one missing. Okay, and I'm going to use this fuchsia then. Okay. That's slightly different than this one. This is darker. And that's okay. All right. All right, now I got the fuchsia. I think this is going to be too light. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, way too light. Whoa. Okay. Let me try this one. No. See, these are much lighter than they. And I'm sure this one is too. This one's blue. So let me... Wait, there's... Oh, that's the blue one. Okay. I think this might work. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. Interestingly enough, this is a metallic too, but you get any other metallic next to those guangas, and they all just sort of, they did nothing, man. Those guangas are just, they're glitter and metallic, and they color switch. Now, I haven't seen that, and I can't see it here, but cool. You don't belong here either. You are out of the way. All right. Now, here's a blue. I'm glad they're covering. But that's almost, that's not going to work. That's almost the same color. That is not going to work. I'm going to put him back in there. His tone is too close. I mean, his value. And so he looks almost exactly like the same color. It's not much bluer, but that works better. Okay. There. And I'm going to put this blue back in there. And I'm going to use this turquoise. No. That. Now, see, this isn't going to be enough of a change. But one of these will. Now, I think this is going to be too green, but no, it's not. Let's try this. It's green, but it's way better in this rainbow than that was. Okay. Now, I have to put these back. Now, the question is can this one make it? Especially over that. Ooh, well, not by itself. However, oh, it's picking up that purple, making my pen ugly. Makes an interesting brown, though. Almost. Just didn't keep mixing back. Get off my pen. You always have to clean them before you put them back, because you'll forget. You may not go and use this for a while, right? You'll pick it up. You'll think you're going to be putting this color down. Next thing you know, you got brown all over the place. Now, that's good. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I do like that. I didn't like that other thing that was there. And the other thing that can go next to that, I wonder if I can get away. I don't know about these little guys. These are narrow little guys. Yeah. Ooh, oops. Yeah. Interesting, though. He mixed with that blue, he actually works pretty good. But he's not going to pop that one. That one's very olive looking over the other color. So I need to find the right color for that. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll touch it up. It'll all be touched up. Hey, Carlotta, how you doing? I'm glad you could join. I just saw the thing. Why would anybody ask what's 2 and 2? I mean, if you're going to troll, at least if you can't come up with something original yourself, go look something, steal it. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I froze my water and forgot to take it out, so I'm trying to get water out of my... Oh, I like this so much better now. So much better. Now, I don't like that light blue in there. You know, oh, I am going to get it out. Hang on. What did I do with it? What did I do with my Dr. Martens? I used to love those. God, I love those. Now, I want a decent brush. This ought to do me. I had a whole set of these, God, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. I understand they're better, more light, fast now. They weren't then. They were extremely fugitive. But the colors were just pa-doing. Oh, God, I loved them. They were odd and fluorescent when they weren't fluorescent. Oh, I loved them. I need to find a palette. It's not like I don't have a billion of them around here. But my drawers are so messed up right now. I didn't bring it back. I left it there. Oh, damn me. Oh, here. This will be perfect. I got these little ones for my, but that's just about the right size. I don't need anything bigger than that. This stuff really goes a long way, except my eyedropper doesn't work, and I'm not happy about that. That's the saddest eyedropper I've ever encountered. All right, where was I going with this? Ah, yes. Hang on. I'm going to do this. Cut him down a little bit. Okay. Wow. Okay, he's moving. He was underneath. Let me get that off. I don't want that green cast in there. Yeah, he's moving the purple too. That's interesting. All right, I have to be a little neater then. Well, something there is still sticky. Let me do it this way because that is white, so I can come in this way. There we go. Oh, this is a good brush. Okay. New brush sets I'm trying out. What are these? Where'd I get them? Oh, I don't remember now. Shoot. And they don't have a name on them, which is odd. They weren't cheap. They also were not expensive. I have a set of 5 Russian sables that I have had for over 50 years now. Okay? They are still good brushes. I took care of them like they were my babies. And I still do. Yeah, they're, you know, I've had to have ferrules fixed. And that's, by the way, if you do this and you get involved in expensive brushes, that's something you may want to learn is brush repair. You know, you can repair brushes, and if you're paying hundreds of dollars for them, then that's something you may want to learn. This is interesting how much this is tearing it. I did it all over here, and it didn't tear any of this apart. But this was all watercolor, okay? And these are all markers. So, interestingly enough, they didn't move underneath each other. That's okay. These, I'll touch those 2 up and I'll even everything out, but he needs another coat. And these guys are getting another coat. He's going to get it. Well, I guess I should have put some more out. And he's going to get it. There we go. Now that's nice and clean. And this is, it is acrylic, okay? It's liquid acrylic. Which is a little more, it's expensive and it's stupid because you can buy acrylic paint and make it yourself, but I don't want to take the time to get out and mix white, because if you get regular acrylic, you have to mix water in it. You can't, it's not the consistency. And somehow they've gotten the liquid and a fairly decent opacity in here. I think the ink, though, might be better. I hope you can see. Oh, was I over there too far where you couldn't see? Oh! I lost me. Hola. All right, now, let me see. In case you missed, I don't even know if I said what I was doing. in the beginning. I have such a hard time starting a live, and I don't read instructions, so, oh God, I made myself laugh and messed up. Oops. Let me get a water pen, see if I can pull that off before it dries. Okay, it's full. No, I can get black over it. It'll be quicker. Now I'm making a bigger mess. I just made a huge mess. I don't even know what I was talking about now. God, anybody remember what I was talking about? Because I don't. All right, let me try this again here. That's nice. This is flattening out nicely too into a nice, you know, so if you need it to do that for a certain width, you got it. And I like that. Okay, well, now I'm going to have to touch this up because I went over. I made such a mess out of that. This still needs some. There. I don't know why. I've had some colors that had the dyes in them. Just, oh my God, just keep punching through the opaque whites. Just keep punching through. Okay, now I can't drink the water. I have to wash my brush out with it, because I don't want this sitting in my brush. Won't hurt it if I'm gentle with it and soak it before I go to clean it, but even so, there's no sense causing myself more work. So at least it's got most of it out of there, and then when I go to wash it, it won't be so bad. And I shall move him over there out of the way with the brush on top. I like these water brushes. I like them a lot. I use them in these, okay? You know, you take a couple, 2 or 3 of these, and this, and the small little, I've got billions of watercolor palettes. Billions of, not billions, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little sets in here, and then I have kits. So they have 11 or, no, I have 8 kits with mini ones. Wait a minute. Yeah, here's a small kit, and here's one of those things that fits it. Okay? And this is actually just a tin that I thought was cute, that I liked, and I put 2 of those little 12 palettes in, so this was perfect for the meetings, because I only got the 24. I'm trying different paints out. I used to be a Winsor Newton person, and I don't know what they've done, but there's something wrong with Winsor Newton paints for me. Anyway, I got billions of these little watercolor, and whenever I paint, I switch up. Okay. What did I do with my black? I mean, I can put these away. What did I do with my black pen? Oh, there it is. There he is. I didn't put him away properly. I don't like this odd shape here. It's bugging me. I'm not too sure. Oh, there's that. I don't know how. These must have 2 different chambers in them, which is kind of silly to me, if it's the same color, which these are. But why is that side dried out and not this side? Is it because I use this side? I don't use these little bullet guys. I have, you know, almost every color. And sometimes I will if I have this in my hand, but, you know, this is dry as a bone. All right, so you can revive these sometimes. I will. Oh, that's why I had them down. I'll see if I can on that side. But I am getting, let me look at this again here. I like this. Don't like that. Oh, gotta get the white back out again. I'm gonna work right from the bottle. You know, or right off of this guy. I'm not pleased. This does not, the eyedropper isn't working, and I like it. Now, this is good. All right. I don't want to spill this, but I've got to have a palette. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring this closer to me, and we're going to see, oh no, he's going to have a third pass. I can see it. Shoot. This is stupid. This thing doesn't, it's not pulling anything in there. I just got it too. That's okay. I'll put some in a little tiny bottle and then send it back to Amazon. I gotta have some. I ran out and I gotta have some. So I'm taking some out of there for their screwing up and me having to wait. I'm gonna put some in a bottle. That ought to be enough. I have teeny, itty, weeny little bottles. Or things like that. Teeny, weeny, itty little bottles. And this actually has a thing that works. This has got my glycerin in it. Okay. Because I don't need those big, huge bottles hanging out here all the time. I just need, most of those things you just need a little bit of, and you can refill them. Ah. All right. Well, he's just pulling that green out of there like you wouldn't believe. But, yeah, you need it too. Oh. It's much easier if you plan and you leave your white paper white. But that's actually not the case in most times, you know, with something like this. Ah, damn it. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna change those two also. I already colored them and I don't like them. Now this I do like. And I like what I did here. Hate this. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Hate this. But I think pink would, well, maybe a kind of a salmon color. Man, that is sort of, it's a light one. I don't, okay, I have to think about this. I don't know what I might like here. It's interesting. I may go over this blue too. I'm not changing that. I know it's not perfect, but you know, there's something about that I like, and I'm going to leave it. This is a great brush. I'm glad I bought these. I hope the other ones are as good. And I'm assuming they will be. I don't like the ferrule. Some cheap, weird gold color. You know, I hate fake gold. If there's anything I hate, it's fake gold. Fake metals of any kind. And gold, real gold, isn't this color. I don't know what is. That's not bronze. That's not copper. It's sort of copper, gold, bronze. Light. I'm talking about the ferrule. That's usually where you lose it in most brushes. And the other thing I'd like to have is, I think these are plastic. You know, those wood, what's this part called? My brain went dead. Making these out of wood, and then they would enamel them or paint them, right? So you put them in a glass, and you're not supposed to, but you know we all did. We threw them in our water and left them, and they would soak in water, right? Those things chipped and swelled and, oh, ugly. Brushes were ugly. I like plastic things. They don't do that. Okay, now, not putting any more on here for the time being. I'm taking more time with this than it's worth, I suspect. I really do not like this shape at all. But I went and put it, and then there's this weird little, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to play a little bit here and change. Okay, I wonder if I can, and I'm going to take those out. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. I wonder if I can swing this way. All right. And let me see if I like that shape better. Let me see. Let me see. Do I? If I get rid of those, for some reason, I just didn't like this shape. Basically, I'm creating an entirely new piece. You know? And you gotta go, but I'll use the other. Okay. This one actually has a picture to show you which point, but do I ever look at it? You know, which, right? Let me see. Right here, look. Pointy. Oh no, pointy, brushy. Just for stupid people like me. See, I told you these would go away. Well, they should have anyway. Red should never have been put in this corner. See, another thing. Why I would do that? Well, okay, why? And I'll tell you why. Because it's a bright color. It's a vibrant color. And all these others, now look at them. It pulls the focus off of them. All right? It's just, it's too much. And then I'm going to turn this into a black line. Okay? There. Now that I like. And we're going to finish that off there. A little bit of peach. That's fine. Matter of fact, no. I'm going to take the peach out. Okay. And took the lavender out too. I didn't mean to, but. And I'm curving this. I may not like that. As a matter of fact, I really don't love it, but I don't. I actually do not like it. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to copy that sharp edge. And then I'm going to get rid of that peach. Oh, and I guess the purple while we're at it. There. I'm going to have to touch that up right there. Now. Yeah, like that. That's okay. I didn't like erasing these two, but I think that's the first time I've ever used one of these. It's really like a brush. That's not me. I'm not a scrubber. And it drives me crazy when other people take their brushes and scrub. Oh, God, I can't take that. But, you know, they may have those nylon brushes and those fake things, which you can actually do that, too, without wrecking them too badly. I haven't tried these. This is the first. This is a faux sable set. And I have to, except for this cheap ferrule, I have to admit, I like the bristles, but that ferrule is going to cause problems. Oh, yeah, this isn't going to last. It's not going to last very long. Not this thing. But I actually have bags of ferrules. Finally, it started to melt. Well, I'm kind of liking this now. I like that so much I want to do it again. Okay? I don't like this. The blue, over here, I don't like it. I'm still not madly in love with this piece. I am not. I like it better than I did. I'm going to get, which one was it? I think it was this one. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to continue this sparkly stuff down here. Okay? You know, I may not go over that white again. I kind of like the fact that the purple is bleeding into it. I kind of like that look. And I may just leave it alone. There we go. Let's get that pumping a little color. Okay, now this one has to be widened out. I'm going to lose some of that pinkish bleed that I like. Oh. I didn't want it to be quite that narrow. This is lifting that under there too, but that's all right. I don't mind that. It's blending it in. And then I want to, before I forget, I do want to go back and put those dots in there. I like them being half on the purple and half on the other color. Just didn't like the color combinations I'd used. I must have been sick that day. Okay, I mean, I don't even like those colors. Or maybe I was thinking, okay, you use the same colors and, you know, all the time, do something different. I challenged myself and the colors didn't inspire me enough to it's not very evenly done, but this is looking better, definitely. Why are you being kind of like icky here? Please don't do that to me. I love you. Your color is fabulous. Please don't be stubborn. That's when my kitty acts like a kitty and bites me and stuff. And I get very upset because I love him, but I don't like getting bit. And he is serious about it. I know they're love bites, but I'm 74 years old. I have crepe paper skin. And I'm on blood thinners. You know, I mean, this cat bites me, and my bedroom, or wherever he bites me, it looks like, you know, a massacre occurred in there. Blood all over the place. I like that. Now. Well, that doesn't go there. He goes here. I really like that rainbow, that little tucked in rainbow. This has got to change. It's ugly. Wow, that white's still, I gotta be careful. Ooh, well that's this. I know I dragged my hand across that. I don't know what I want to do with that. I know you can't see it. I'm gonna have to put it back up here. I wanted to get closer for you, but these are big enough you can see from the regular guy. Let me see if, where is it? That's the one where I lost my color chart. I don't think this is going to cover it. Are you going to work? Yeah, he'll work. It's interesting to me. I have, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 different brands of acrylic paint pens. And they're all different. They all have their good and bad points. And, you know, people go, why do you need another set? Well, you know, these are more opaque. These are more transparent. This one only has 12 colors. Well, nothing ever has 12 colors, but where was that wet point? Okay. Here. There. There. That's going to pop that up a little bit. And that'll pop this too. You know what? I'm taking that other green, whatever the hell it was. Sorry about that. Out of there. There. There, I like that better. I so much want to put the rainbow over here. And you know what? I'm going to. That will make me happier. And then, if I do that, and then I can fix this and this. No, I'm pretty much basically changing the entire damn thing. That's okay, I don't mind. All right. So, no, I want to start the green here. And so, do I want to start it here in the middle of this blue? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to make blue go away. I'm going to make the rainbow the whole thing. Because I like rainbows. I like them. And I don't want to hate this every time I open it up. And the more of all these colors I get in here, the happier I will be. All right, so we got that in there. Now, the next color is that turquoise, which, I think you might have been this, maybe? I think you were... Actually, it was kind of a green, was it? Okay, I think it was a green. And you have to move because I'm going to drag my hand over you. That... Oh, no, that's... Okay, that's the blue. That's all right, but I got it out. I'll put him here. All right. This is interesting. This stuff is chalky looking. Here. And if they were watercolors, I would be very disappointed. This paper, I'm very impressed. It's actually really holding up. Okay, now I think that was this green. Was it? Was it? I can't tell. Yes, it was. It was. Okay. It's okay, I'll come back in with black. It'll separate it. It'll look right. All right. Now, the next thing was purple. Now, I used, you? Yes. They're actually kind of nice colors, and they are in the same tonal group. So it did work out. They're not complete. They're not pastel. They're not too dark. They're sort of mid-tone, which is nice. I think maybe I'm making these too big. Oops. I'll have to cut them down a little bit. All right, so the next one is this one, and then this one. I don't know. I don't know. Are you you? Yeah, you're you. There it is. And I can also, because this one's so opaque, I can kind of cut this one down while I'm there. All right, and he doesn't have to be so big. He's pretty powerful, so. And he's not. So he can be bigger, and he still can't take the shine away from this lady. All right. What did I do with it? Just back here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah. There it is. Ah. Oh, tired. It's been a long day. And I'd love a pizza. And nobody delivers out here. I live in the boonies. I hate the boonies. God, I love these colors. Look at these colors. This is a jewel tone, man. Look at it. I'm going to go over this one again because I can see it's coming through there. This one might too. I might have to give him an extra. Shoot. My hand shook. Just a little warble there and it went off the line. That's okay. The rest of this stuff I don't need to touch up. I'll touch it up with black. Okay. I'd love to know where that pen disappeared to. It's going to bug me. If it really bugs me, I'll buy another set. I'm one of those. I have to have the biggest set, and I have to have every color in it. And some of these cheaper things, they don't sell single. What are they? Why can't I remember that word? I need the orange. Now, whatever I used here is not holding up. Let me see if this will. And it's good because it's going to have to hold up against that. I may even have to change that color. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but... Oh, I know it was one of these pens, which are nice, but... See, I can already see the blue coming through here. He's going to need another coat. And then... What the heck? Let's go for it. Let's just do them all that way. There. There. Now that's a yellow. You can't mistake that. And this is going to look green. Oh my God. Ooh, how cool is it? It can't stay that way, but oh, that blue, I got to remember. That gives me the fluorescent lime green. Oh, I might want to leave him. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a color. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I love that. I shouldn't have bought these. I should not have bought these. I'm going to want to play with them forever. I am a sucker for bling. I love bling. And I've never used my artwork. I've always thought it would be ugly. I like this, but I hate this. See, those are squiggles. They're not, I'm going to fill that whole thing up. And I don't know quite what I want to do with it. But I do. What could I put here? Oh. Since I'm using so much of these, I'm going to use them. Give me that yellow back. You know what? Let's try this guy. Oh, well, that's okay because it's peach. This is the way I talk, I swear. I mean, I may not talk this loud, but I do talk to myself this way. Let me see how this works. All right. You got to shake these zayers because the glitter doesn't come out. There's not much in here. Okay? This isn't going to do it for me. I don't think. Let's let it dry and on this level, and I don't, it's too orange. Well, that wouldn't be bad, but there's some glitter coming out of here. At all. Well, there's a little more if you really pound it on there. But this is the yellow, and it's going to look orange. That's interesting. Nah, I won't buy these again. They're too transparent. Right now, I have not seen as much of a use for these as I do the other ones. Sometimes you need something that's transparent because you want, like there, where that over the blue made this just excellent green. That makes this orange. Not particularly what I want. Yeah, there's a little more glitter in here. I'm concerned mostly about the color. I wanted it more yellow than that. But with the peach underneath of it, there was going to be a problem. I have to think about this. I have a lot more work to do on this. I've got to do outlining and stuff, and I'm actually kind of running out of juice. I've been working since early this morning. I'd like to finish it, but I don't think I've got the stamina to do that tonight. I may just have to come back tomorrow, maybe morning or afternoon, and finish it up. In the meantime, I don't like this in here, and I want to do something different with it. I'm covering it up so I can get maybe an idea of what I want to do. You know what I'd like? You know what yeah, I do like the idea of the blue in here. So let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Gypsy Rose Lee. Do, 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 do. It's okay. If I see through it, this is interesting though. I'm not getting the shine off of this directly onto the paper. The shine comes when it's on other colors, and I suspect that's because they create kind of a sealant, because this paper is more than likely sucking this right in. See, that's already dry. That's the paper, but because everything else already had a coating on it, I wasn't experiencing that. With work like this, I tend to prefer hot press paper. Because I don't want it with a watercolor. That's different. Cold press all the way for me. Okay. But with stuff like this, I prefer the hot press. I would prefer it to sit on top a bit. There's always reasons, you know, for what people do. Now, I like that. You know, this has a black metallic, too. Just out of curiosity. Let's see if that... oh, my God. It's not black. That's right. It was gray. But look at how interesting this is going to be. Now I want to bring that all the way in here. Yeah. What am I sticking to? All right. Oh, this is interesting. Once upon a time, I did an awful lot of graphic design. I designed brochures and also, you know, marketing stuff for people and business cards and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you wanted something really elegant, you would take black cards, and yes, you can print silver foil and gold foil on them, but what was really interesting was if you printed varnish, just varnish, no color, just varnish, on a flat paper. You had a flat matte stock, paper stock, and then a high varnish where you printed everything. And you'd be surprised how readable it was and how sexy it was. Really big in the late 80s and 90s. Just all sorts of tricks, you know, embossing and all that kind of stuff. Well, if this had been actually black, this could have been really nifty. Okay? The gray is interesting. It's not quite as neat as a black shiny would have been against the flat here. But it is interesting, and I'm going to use it, instead of the black, I'm going to use it right here. Because I don't like that orange. Oh, I didn't want to make it that thick, but I have no choice now. I am not, I don't know why, but my arm doesn't want to follow instructions today. Little bugger, stop it. This needs more white. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. And then I'm going to do this. That. There. No, I'm not. I'll cover that up with black. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. I'm just playing here right now. I'm going to think about it, but I saw this and I thought, ooh, I like